Konnichiwa, hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Penny and I'm a New Zealander studying Japanese in Japan. This is kind of an exciting day in a way. I'd say this is going to be my last day going on the train in a wheelchair. I've started to walk a bit with crutches and I'm doing quite well. It is a bit sore, but that's to be expected. But I'm off to see the doctors to get results from the osteoporosis test that he did the other week and to get some rehabilitation. So I've just got one crutch with me. I'm going to just use that. It's Saturday today and it's around 10 o'clock. The doctors are open until 1 o'clock. Just arrived at Kasai Eki, so Kasai station. Going to the usual Shinjuku Sanjome. I'm going to ask the station master for help. Konnichiwa. Tetsudatte iretakimasen ka?
今日はどっちにしますか？東新宿か平橋高いです。
はい、Shinjuku Sanjome お願いします。までお願いします。はい。Okay, so he kind of knew where I was going, which was nice. I recognise him. Crikey, I don't know where all these people come from. Okay, so a train must have just arrived. So this week is test week and then it's the end of term and I go back to my other apartment. So I'm looking forward to that, but a little bit worried. Hello. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. I've arrived at Shinjuku Sanchome station and just walking to the doctor's now. Physio today. We did some kind of stretching. He rubbed my ankle and also kind of stepping on a kind of round squashy thing. Starting to look at balance, and also I said I needed to step up some stairs next week. So he brought a short stool and I put my foot up and it was just kind of putting it up there. I didn't have to put weight on it, but just moving it just to stretch out the ankle a bit more so I can practice that at home. My results came back. I'm in the normal range, but in saying that, the test I had was a dip test, and that's finger hand bone density screening, and it's okay, but it's not as accurate as a DEXA scan, and I think I'm going to get one of those. Good morning everyone. I wanted to give you an update. Tomorrow I'm getting my wheelchair picked up, and that's the electric wheelchair that I've been using. I've started using the crutches a bit more and it's not too bad. It's still quite painful, but on Friday, the next, Asate, the day after tomorrow, I'm leaving this apartment and going to my apartment in Meijo. There's no parking space available for the wheelchair. I did ask because I did want to keep the wheelchair for another month just in case, I wanted to go sightseeing and I don't think I can do much walking with my crutches. So, that's a bit of a downer that, I will be not really housebound, but I will be kind of like limited to where I can go. But I do want to try and push myself, but I don't think I can do that every day. But we do have a few activities planned, so it's going to be quite an exciting couple of weeks. It is going to be the Natsu Yasumi, so the summer holidays, and we have 2 weeks off and then we start a new class. Sometimes I feel like I haven't really learned anything, but to be honest, I've actually got a little bit more confident in my Japanese. I feel that I can write a bit more. So we are having our end of term tests at the moment, and the tests are over 3 days. So yesterday we had writing, grammar and listening, reading. So the writing, we had to write 3 paragraphs at least, and we had certain questions. It was like, why did you come to Japan? After school, what do you want to do, and what are your dreams, and how are you going to get to your dreams? So yeah, I wrote a bit. I took a photo of it, and afterwards I asked ChatGPT, how did I do? And they noticed a few mistakes that I did, but I was trying, and that's the main thing. I'm giving it a go. I'm not holding back. So I wrote probably around 500 characters. So I'm pleased that I managed to write a few things down. Today we have conversations. So I'm going to be listening to some YouTubers talking and just getting the feel of talking. I don't know what the conversation's going to be about. So I do want to try a few kind of like sentences that may come up. For our conversations we've had in a restaurant, there's a problem with the food. And, asking where the food is, or I've been given the wrong piece of, food. We've had self-introductions, like what your hobbies are, just a lot of general conversations about just everyday life. And that's what I like about the school. There is a lot more conversations. One thing, you do have to do a lot more self-study, but the information they give us is pretty good. So at the moment I kind of like listen to YouTube, look through my book. So for the first, a bit noisy out there, I've got the washing machine on as well, so hopefully it's not too bad. So basically for the first probably 2.5, well nearly 2 months, that I just haven't felt able to study. I've come home and I've jumped into bed and I've gone to sleep, or I've had something to eat and I've gone to sleep, and then I wake up and then I look at my phone and do things that I shouldn't be doing, is looking at my phone and not studying. But just my mental capacity to study has been absolutely zero. So I have been concerned. But I think for the last week, it's been 2 months since my accident and my operation, I am starting to feel a lot more alert and a lot more able to think about studying. One thing which I've got in my other apartment is like a table for my bed, so I can sit in bed with my leg up and do some study. So my leg or my ankle's still quite stiff. I am doing exercises because I do have those stairs that I've got to get up in my apartment. So I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway, I need to have my coffee. I'm feeling confident that I can get up the stairs. Starting using the crutches was a little bit scary. Like I visualized myself, even before I started using the crutches outside, falling over. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to fall over, I'm going to trip up. And I have walked to school a couple of times. It does take 4 times longer. So a 6-minute walk takes 20 minutes. I did that Monday, Tuesday. Yesterday I took the electric wheelchair, and I think I'll take the electric wheelchair today because I do have to concentrate on speaking. When I walk it is quite painful afterwards, and tomorrow it's going, so it's my last chance to use my wheelchair, so I want to use it. It's been a lifesaver. It really has been a lifesaver. It has opened up my world, really. Being able to get to the doctors, being able to go to the mall, supermarket. When I've only got my crutches, I'll be limited about what I can do. I am trying to get to a stage where I just use one crutch, and so the other hand can hold on to my supermarket shopping trolley, and that might be a good weight bearing tool as well if I need to. So we'll see how we go. I probably need one of those seat ones, but I've got a supermarket shopping trolley. That should be enough. I am getting better. I am doing my exercises. And yeah, I'm quite happy with my progress at the moment. The swelling has gone down considerably. Still fractionally puffy, but I have been walking on my foot today. So I've got up, had a shower, made my coffee, and I have tried to walk without the crutch in my room a couple of steps. I hobble a bit, so I don't really want to get into that type of routine of hobbling. So I do use probably one crutch when I'm in the apartment when I can. Sometimes I have to use two crutches because my ankle does get sore. To be honest, I don't want to push myself over the next couple of days while I've got my tests on, because that's the last thing I want, is to try and talk and like have constant pain in my ankle and not being able to think properly. So yeah, things are doing well. We had an earthquake yesterday and it just frightened the life out of me. It's really like, oh my god, I was kind of lying in bed, I was studying, I had my t-shirt on, because I don't have pyjamas here, so I just have a t-shirt on, and it was like, oh my god, like what am I going to do? Like, my phone was beeping, and that gave me, I think that's what was scarier for me, because I'm used to earthquakes. But running through my mind at that moment in time was, okay, there's a bit of an earthquake, so let's sit up. It wasn't strong where we were, but then the alarm went off on my phone, and I thought it was going to get worse. So, I was just frightened. I sat up, and I thought, how am I going to? I've got to get to my crutches, but haven't got any trousers on. It was like, oh my gosh. So made me think that I probably need to have something that I can slip on even when I can walk quickly, and then be able to leave the apartment. But while I've got my crutches, I do have to kind of think about my exit route. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because it's very noisy outside. Bit hard. So I had a really good day at school today. We're having our tests at the moment. It's like 3 days of testing. We don't hear back regarding the writing until probably next term. Got someone behind me now. And they were letting me go first. It was very kind of them. So, arigato gozaimashita. Anyway, for the listening and reading, I got 70%. So there weren't many questions, so I got, I think, 3 wrong. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, 70%. So I'm happy with that. It was a little bit difficult. There was quite a lot of kanji there, which I didn't know, so I was kind of looking to start with. I think it started with Pennie, but we had quite a bit of time, and I went back and I started to recognise some of the kanji, so I was quite happy about that. So today we had conversation, and I think I did okay with that, and tomorrow we've got presentations, so yeah. And then the next day I'm going to my new apartment. So just got back home. Yeah, I'm going to finish off my presentation. I've got like 3 questions to answer. And yeah, so I feel the school is better fit for me. Every school's different, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the school. Good morning. Today's the last day of term, so I'm really excited about that. I've got my wheelchair pickup shortly. They're coming around 10 o'clock. And it's raining, so that's not too good. So hopefully by the time I go to school it stops raining. Otherwise I'll be with my crutches, and I have got that kind of raincoat, overall raincoat, which is really for the wheelchair or a bicycle, but that should be okay with my crutches as well. I have walked around the apartment quite a bit, and it was quite sore, but I just wanted to rest it as much as I could, because now the wheelchair's going and I'm on my own. I do have the manual wheelchair, so there's that if the worst comes to the worst, but we're going to be giving that back hopefully when we get back to Majuro. So tomorrow is the big move. So today we've got a presentation to do, and I've got my notes here, and we have to kind of recite it. So I've been trying to remember it, but crikey, remembering stuff is so hard. I don't know why. Like, I can talk normally in English, but remembering the way things go is a bit tricky. So we can have our notes, we can look down at them. What we have to say, the questions are, you've got someone coming to Japan, and you've got to give them a couple of rules and what they should do. The next one is, for the last 3 months, what was your dream to succeed in, and how did you get there? So I thought I'd give it a go. and yeah, I'll try not to look down. I feel like I do need to look down sometimes, but anyway, if it's there, then it might give me some support. I don't know. Let me just have my coffee. I need to put this down a bit. Okay, anyway. Minasan, konnichiwa. Nihon de wa takusan ruru ga arimasu. Yoku kite kudasai. Mazu gakkou ni okurete wa ikemasen. Jikan ni makura nakereba narimasen. Mata shusei ki ritsu. Mata shusei ritsu wa 100% ni shite. Okay, just going to have to keep on repeating that, and I'll catch you on the other side. Oh, konnichiwa.
トランスレットです。すいません。バッテリー。
はい。
OK です。はい。
So walking's not too bad, but I think what it is that I sit down, and when I go to stand up again, it's very painful. But once I'm up, it's not so bad. So I just have to get over that initial pain. So now at the moment, it's kind of like hot, my shin. I have been doing my exercises. Hi.
OK OK。
あ、ありがとうございました。
ちょっと待ってくださいね。
はい。
はい。
はい。すいません。
ちょっとwait。
本当にありがとうございました。
失礼しました。
気をつけて。Okay. Oh, feel like I've lost a limb with my wheelchair gone, but that's okay. In a way, it's like moving forward, because I wanted to keep it, but I couldn't keep it because my new apartment didn't have a space for the wheelchair. So it's just forcing me to, you know, suck it up and just move forward instead of having that as like a safety net. So, you know, I can do it. Just move forward and accept it. So, right. Now, back to studying my speech. Okay, so I've been practicing. Just have a drink. Minasan, konnichiwa. Kyou wa Nihon no ruru to watashi no mokuhyou ni tsuite hanashimasu. Yoku kite kudasai. Nihongo de wa takusan ruru ga arimasu. Mazu. I found myself breaking down each sentence, each word, and just trying to think of what was I wanting to say. And once I got over that hurdle, I'm actually finding it easier to say my speech. Kite kurete arigatou gozaimasu. So I still make a mess. I kind of like think too much, because I should, you know, I know all the words, but I just think I get a little bit nervous in front of people. We can have our little notes in front of us, so I'll have that just to help me if I make a mistake. But I should be okay. Oh, konnichiwa. I'd like to thank the sponsors of today's video, Tokyo Treats and SakuraCo. This month, Tokyo Treats takes you on an exciting journey through the vibrant streets of Akiba, Tokyo's world-famous destination for anime, gaming and all things otaku. Each box includes a cultural booklet featuring snack descriptions, allergen information and fun insights about Japanese culture. Discover a lineup of unique Japanese treats including microphone, sour paper, puro puri, prince cake, sour paper candy, cookies and cream Kit Kats, and so much more, all carefully selected to bring the fun and energy of Akiba straight to your doorstep. SakuraCo's box this month takes you on a journey to Okinawa, a land known for its emerald coastline, gentle ocean breeze. Inside you'll find creative treats like the Okinawa pineapple jelly, Okinawa mango pie, and SakuraCo Kokuto mango, whether it's alone or with loved ones. Perfect to pair them with this month's tea, Sanpin tea. And wow, look at this month's tableware item, Okinawa Kozara plate. They ship globally straight to your door. So what are you waiting for? Make your day more special with Tokyo Treats and SakuraCo's limited edition snacks and tea straight from Japan. Whether you're planning a cozy night in or just treating yourself after a long day, these boxes are a perfect companion. Check out the latest offers in the link below and use my code Pennie to get $5 off your first box. Thanks again for Tokyo Treat and SakuraCo for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It would be great if you could join the family. In my next video, I'm back to Tokyo. It's going to be a challenge trying to get up those stairs, but I'm going to stay positive and believe in myself. Until next time, see ya!